For decades, Sean Diddy Combs has been one of the most powerful figures in the music industry. But as the recent federal raids on his homes have shown, the mogul's past may be coming back to haunt him. And it turns out, some celebrities have been trying to warn the public about Diddy's alleged misdeeds for years. You know, they say the truth always comes out in the end. And when it comes to the powerful and provocative figure known as Sean Diddy Combs, that couldn't be more true. Because as the recent federal raids on his homes have shown, Diddy's shadowy past is finally starting to catch up with him. But here's the twist. It turns out some celebrities have been trying to warn us about Diddy's alleged misdeeds for decades. From a long-running feud with Wendy Williams to cryptic comments from the likes of 50 Cent and Kanye West, it seems like there's a whole chorus of famous voices that have been sounding the alarm. So today, we're diving deep into the explosive allegations and insider insights that have been swirling around Diddy all this time. We'll hear from those who claim to have first-hand knowledge of his questionable behavior and unpack why so many celebs have felt compelled to speak out. When it comes to the recent allegations, there's one name that keeps popping up: Wendy Williams. For years, Wendy's been trying to warn us about Diddy's troubling behavior, but it seems like no one was really listening. Let's take a closer look at Wendy's history with Diddy. Back in the 90s, when Wendy was working at the Hot 97 radio station, she says Diddy actually instructed the members of the R&B group Total to fight her. Wendy recounted the incident on her show, saying, "I got off the air one day. Them Total bitches were downstairs, and everybody upstairs at the radio station was looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down." Luckily, Wendy's boyfriend at the time stepped in to prevent anything from happening. But that wasn't the end of Wendy's beef with Diddy. In 2009, she claimed that Diddy had his infant son and the boy's mother, Misa Hilton, take a photo with his rival, Suge Knight. Wendy threatened to announce this on her radio show, but the Bad Boy team had to intervene to keep the photo from going public. Wendy even had a theory that Diddy was engaging in sexual activity with other men. She apparently received a photo of a man allegedly pulling Diddy's shorts down while he was on vacation in Cancun. Wendy was ready to share this on the air, but Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, says the mogul got Wendy fired from Hot 97 before she could do it. In 2015, Wendy speculated on her talk show that Diddy might have controlling behavior over his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. She said, "My thing about when you date a mogul, it's a really difficult thing to avoid them because if you use your head, you never know when they'll pop up on the scene. He can hire a plane right now, land on the roof of the hotel she's staying, pay people off at the front desk, give me a key and let me up in her room." Well, Cassie Ventura would later go on to accuse Diddy of rape, physical abuse, and emotional abuse in a lawsuit. It's clear that Wendy Williams has been trying to sound the alarm on Diddy for decades. As one social media user put it, the thing she said about Diddy was known years ago. Wendy Williams stayed on his neck. It's a shame that more people didn't listen to her warnings sooner. Now, let's talk about another celebrity who hasn't been shy about calling out Diddy: 50 Cent. These two have been feuding since 2006, with 50 Cent making claims, though no concrete evidence, that Diddy was somehow involved in the killing of the notorious B.I.G. So when news broke about the federal raids on Diddy's homes, 50 Cent didn't waste any time weighing in. He took to X or Twitter and posted a screenshot of the news coverage, writing, "Now it's not Diddy do it, it's Diddy done. They don't come like that unless they got a case." Later that day, 50 Cent turned to Instagram with a post asking where Jay-Z was, Diddy's longtime friend. He captioned the image of a milk carton with Jay-Z's face on it, saying, "Anybody seen Jay, lol?" Diddy said that Jay-Z ain't answering his phone, lol. It's interesting to see 50 Cent trying to imply that Diddy's powerful friends might be trying to distance themselves from him now that the feds have gotten involved. And then there's Suge Knight, the infamous rap mogul, who also weighed in on the Diddy raids. Suge took to X or Twitter, claiming that the raids weren't actually about Diddy, but rather to destroy the incriminating stuff on powerful men. Now, Suge Knight's no stranger to controversy himself, so his comments definitely raised some eyebrows. Do you think he might be hinting at some kind of larger conspiracy here? Could there be more powerful people involved in this investigation than we know about? It's fascinating to see how Suge Knight, who has had his own tumultuous history with Diddy, is trying to spin this narrative. Is he trying to deflect attention away from Diddy, or does he genuinely believe there's something more sinister going on? Whatever the case may be, Suge's comments certainly add an intriguing layer to this whole saga. And speaking of intriguing allegations, let's talk about Cat Williams. The comedian made some pretty bold claims about Diddy during a recent appearance on the Club Shay Shay podcast. Kate straight up said that Diddy would be exposed in 2024, adding, "All these big deviants are catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you're Diddy or whoever. TD Jakes. All lies will be exposed." That's a pretty heavy statement. Cat even went on to say that he has the receipts on everything he's claiming about Diddy. He also alleged that he had to turn down a $50 million offer from Diddy 4 times because P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you've got to tell him no. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like some serious dirt that Cat might be sitting on. Another famous face who's had some choice words about the Diddy situation is Aubrey O'Day, the former member of the group Danity Kane, which was formed by Diddy on the reality show Making the Band. In the wake of the raids, Aubrey took to her Instagram stories, writing, "What you sow, you shall reap. I pray this emboldens all of us victims to finally speak on what we've endured." In a separate post, she added, "Respectfully, I've been telling y'all this for 2 decades, and did anyone listen? No." It really makes you wonder what kind of experiences she may have had with Diddy over the years that led her to make those comments. As a former protege of his, Aubrey seems to be implying that she's been aware of Diddy's alleged misdeeds for a long time. And let's not forget about Kanye, Ye West, who also seemingly had some thoughts on the Diddy situation. In resurfaced footage from a 2022 Drink Champs interview, Ye could be seen making some intriguing comments about a deal that certain celebrities allegedly have to stay out of prison. While Ye doesn't directly name Diddy, he does imply that some celebrities are feds, and that part of their deal involves going after Ye. He said, "The reason why you gotta talk is because you did a deal. You effing fed. That's why you've gotta come at me. Because part of the deal for you to be able to do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're gonna go pull my card." Now, it's hard to say exactly what Ye is getting at here, but it certainly seems like he's suggesting that some high-profile celebrities, perhaps including Diddy, have made some kind of shady pact with the authorities. And finally, we have to talk about Usher's comments about his time living with Diddy back when he was just 13 years old. In a 2016 interview with Howard Stern, Usher revealed that he spent a year living with Diddy in New York, and he said some very curious things were taking place during that time. Usher told Stern, "I got a chance to see some things. I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild." When asked if he would ever send his own children to Puffy Camp, Usher simply quipped, "Hell no." That's some pretty intense stuff coming from Usher. As someone who was so close to Diddy at a young age, it's really intriguing to hear him allude to some questionable behavior going on behind the scenes. Do you think Usher might have witnessed something that could be tied to the recent allegations against Diddy? It certainly got us wondering what kind of secrets Usher might be holding on to. Overall, it's clear that Diddy's been surrounded by a cloud of controversy for decades, with numerous celebrities seemingly trying to sound the alarm about his misconduct. From Wendy Williams' long-standing feud to 50 Cent's insinuations, it seems like there might be a lot more to this story than meets the eye. As the federal investigation into Diddy continues, we can't help but wonder what other bombshells might be waiting to be uncovered. One thing's for sure, this saga is definitely far from over, and we can't wait to see what other revelations might come to light in the months and years ahead. What do you think? Do you believe these celebrities who have tried to warn us about Diddy, or do you think they might have their own agendas? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one with the latest updates on this saga.